Imagine waking up every day feeling confident and with the knowledge that you are going to conquer the world today, and then actually doing it. For so many people, this scenario only exists in their imagination, but not for a high-value woman. This brilliant woman is powerful, determined, and extremely hardworking. She knows how to carry herself in public and how to handle every person she encounters. But the process must start somewhere, and that is why today we'll be sharing how a high-value woman goes about her day. Have your notepad ready? Let's dive into a day in the life of a high-value woman. But before we do that, we would really appreciate it if you could click the like button to support our channel. Remember, we make these videos for free for your entertainment, and that is all we ask in return. Hit the subscribe button while you're there too. All set? Now let's look at what a high-value woman does throughout the day and how that impacts her personality. A high-value woman is not labeled as such because of how much money she has. Make no mistake, these women are independent and can easily look after themselves and their loved ones. Instead, it is the various qualities she has that make her stand out. High-value women use most of these qualities throughout the day, and as a result, each day is productive and well spent. The popular phrase, "the early bird gets the worm," is the perfect way to describe a high-value woman's morning. While the rest of the world sleeps, a high-value woman will most likely wake up at sunrise and put in a good workout. These women treat their bodies like a temple and always make sure to stay healthy. Even on days when they don't feel like exercising, high-value women will do the bare minimum, but will never skip a day unless absolutely necessary. With that kind of energy right from the start, the rest of their day just tends to fall into place. After burning the target amount of calories, a high-value woman proceeds to the most important meal of the day, breakfast. These intelligent women know the importance of a hearty yet healthy breakfast. It refills the energy they lost during their workout and helps them function properly throughout the day. After having their breakfast, high-value women prepare to leave the house and present themselves to the world. These women are exceptionally talented and very hardworking, so it is understood that their jobs and career goals align with the effort they put in. High-value women aim to be business tycoons, accomplished scientists, or anything regular people might be too afraid to pursue. Once they set their targets, there is no worldly force strong enough to deter them from their paths. When preparing to leave the house, high-value women give special attention to their appearance. They carefully pick out their clothes and style their hair depending on what they have on their itinerary. They might choose a suit that speaks volumes if they have to attend a meeting, or semi-formal clothes if they plan on working alone. But regardless of what they wear, you can be sure they will stand out and command any room they enter. These women are very punctual and have a thing for deadlines, so expect them to arrive at their workplace on time and with a few minutes to spare. It is important to understand that just because these women are considered high value does not mean that they are arrogant or self-absorbed. On the contrary, high-value women are actually extremely kind and gentle, as long as their peers reciprocate. They will greet everyone they meet with a smile and proceed to their office or place of work. Since these women are deadline conscious, they handle procrastination really well and will spend a vast majority of their work hours actually completing the tasks at hand. Yes, such people exist. What are your thoughts so far? Please share them with us below in the comments section. Once all the pending tasks are completed, or the designated break time arrives, a high-value woman will most likely have her second meal of the day, lunch. Again, just as with breakfast, a high-value woman recognizes how important it is for a person to stay energized. It is extremely annoying to these women if they can hear growling noises from their empty stomach while they are in a meeting. A high-value woman will most likely have a light lunch instead of a full meal to avoid feeling drowsy and also to maintain her daily calorie intake. And as soon as the break ends, it is back to the office with a new set of tasks. High-value women are highly efficient with their work. They tend to produce the best results in the shortest amount of time because they know how to manage their time properly. They are also realists and always keep goals they know they can achieve. You probably won't see a high-value woman set targets just to show off in front of her fellow employees. They will not leave their seat until they reach the target they have set for themselves. After a full day of working and earning a living, it is time for the high-value woman to pack up for the day and go home. You can be sure that she will have her office or workspace as clean as a whistle before she leaves. They do not like leaving a mess behind and expecting someone else to clean up after them. Once back at home, a high-value woman enters her natural element and proceeds to wind down after a tiring day. Unlike so many other people, these women don't just take off their shoes, sit in front of the television, and kick their feet up. Instead, they have a whole routine they must complete before finally relaxing. The first step in that routine is taking a bath. High-value women are highly conscious of their hygiene. They want to cool themselves and wash off all the dirt they gathered that day as soon as possible. After cleaning themselves off and getting into a fresh set of clothes, a high-value woman will make herself a beverage, hot or cold depending on the weather, and spend some time away from the rest of the world. That means no phone, no social media, and no television. This time is very important to a high-value woman, as they can think about all their encounters of that day and make mental notes of the do's and don'ts. They will assess their day frame by frame and will think about how they could have been better. This self-reflection allows high-value women to always be the best version of themselves. High-value women can spend any amount of time, but not an unnecessary amount, on this period of relaxation. It depends on how their day was and how tired they are. After gathering her thoughts, a high-value woman will check up on world affairs, which includes any news that might have aired, emails from work, or just regular messages from friends and loved ones. With all the social responsibilities now dealt with, a high-value woman will arrange for her third and final meal of the day, dinner. High-value women avoid a heavy dinner, as it makes them lethargic and unproductive. They might cook up their favorite food and put on a television series as they wrap up their day. It would not be very high value, of course, if these women went straight to bed after eating. And that is why they clean up the house, wash the dishes, and prepare for the next day. This description of a day in the life of a high-value woman may lead you to think that these women are machines in disguise and can only function in a fixed, programmed way. But that is far from the truth. High-value women can become the life of the party if they are with the people they like spending time with. They care deeply for their friends and, just like the rest of us, go out with them and have a fun time. They just know their limits and when to call it a day. Before we proceed with how a high-value woman ends her day, is there something we might have missed from her extensive daily routine? Do you think high-value women oversleep? Or maybe skip work just because they don't feel like going? Let us know your opinions in the comments below. To end a productive yet tiring day, a high-value woman conducts her daily bedtime routine. She prepares her bedroom by setting the right temperature and turning off the lights, and then turns her attention to skincare. After all the required steps have been completed, the high-value woman finally gets into bed and sleeps. And there you have it, a complete description of a day in the life of a high-value woman. They really do justify the high-value tag perfectly. Since you've watched till the end, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notifications. If you liked this video, check out this next one, and we will catch you next time.